In this video, I want to talk about emotions. I find this topic to be really interesting and I have some ideas about it. So let's do that today. Let's talk about emotions. A question: is our body the consequence of our emotions? To answer this, I have a lot of topics I want to go through. Starting with the etymology of the word emotion. Where does it come from? How is it created? What we do know is that in Latin, the words emotion, which in Latin is emotio, or however it's pronounced, means a moving out or a stirring up. This word then is derived from two words, being movere, I think, meaning to move, and the E before movere, which means out or a moving out. So, I movere, emotio, emotion, has the meaning of a moving out or a moving, a stirring up. This already gives the meaning a dynamic nature. To move is to be dynamic, not to move is to be static. So for me, emotions are already not something static we feel, but something dynamic we sense and experience. When something triggers you to feel anger, you will react to it differently than when that same something will make someone else not feel anger. You will have different reactions towards the world, different actions towards the world regarding how you perceive and process certain influences from the outside world. You react according to how something affects you. You are affected by something according to what I would call your emotional state. So let's inspect this term, emotional state. What do I feel includes in this term? The way I see it, our emotional state is the sum total of our emotions. So that being passions, intentions, desires, beliefs, experiences, longings, injuries, aspirations, all these emotional aspects, the sum total of them is what create a person's emotional state. And someone's emotional state will be different than someone else's emotional state. And this is something universal. So every person has their own emotional state. And these emotional aspects and emotional experiences, it needs a vessel to be in this material world. And that vessel is the human body. Your human body, my human body. These experiences and emotions, they need a vessel to be sensed by and expressed with. And this is, in my opinion, the human physical body. It is the interface between what we sense outside and what we feel inside. There's these two components, our inner world and our outer world. And this interface is being our physical body. I believe the physical body to be an accurate representation of a person's emotional state. And I will get to this, why I think this is. In a video I made named the how our body reflects ourselves, I already talked a bit about this. Bit superficial, but still it notions the way our body forms with our behavior. Because your body is the interface between the outer world and the inner world, it is caught between these two worlds. Emotions trigger a physical response or physiological response. Your heart rate might go up or go down, your temperature will increase or decrease, blood will circulate to certain areas and not to other areas, your breathing will become more rapid or less rapid, you might be sweating or not, your muscles will become tensed up or not. Now, this is all bodily functions and is represented and can be felt by someone else. Emotions also manifest in physical behavior, which can be seen by someone else, like facial expressions, body language, the way someone talks. Is he loud, confident, or is it a bit more in itself, more internally focused? These all indicate how a person reacts and is dynamic with their surrounding and their inner selves in certain contexts, meaning outer world. Someone might act differently in different situations. Does if this person feel comfortable or not in this situation? But this inner world will stay the same. And in biology, all these emotional stuff is should be located in the limbic system, which is something really individual, really unconscious, and it's something where a experience is thrown into and a certain reaction is thrown out to. It's really complex. We really don't know anything about it, but I believe this to be the seat of the emotional state as well, kind of controlling our bodily functions. So with all this background, is it weird to think that our body is the consequence of our emotional state? Is the body and the spirit one being? In my opinion, emotions move the body, and the body solidifies these patterns. And this reminds me, actually, of a certain principle in osteopathy, which I have had to learn, which is form and function is reciprocally related to each other. One cannot exist without the other. Function or behavior will form a structure, and this structure thereby will direct these functions. So what to do? Should we accept our emotional state as something static? For me, this gets a no. I believe there is a positive and a negative to anything in life. So if someone's behavior can change so dramatically when this person experiences a traumatic event, let's say this is a positive because a behavior is added to this person and this emotional state has been shifted. In my opinion, there must also be a way to induce a negative in this, to also shift the behavior with something. And how do we do that? I don't know. I have some ideas about this, but truly I don't know. I'm working on this because I would like to be more loving towards my environment. If I can be, why not? I think any human's deepest desire is to be loved and to feel loved. And for this to happen, we really should be aware of our emotional state and how we interact with our environment. You know, in religion, they say heaven on earth, I think. For me, heaven on earth will be a very loving place, and unloving emotional reactions towards other people is not included in this heaven on earth. Will we even reach this heaven on earth? I don't know. But I do think we can work towards being more loving. Why not? If we're here anyway, why not? But this is not easy, and I don't really have a clear structure prepared to work on this. So it will be a process of discovery, a process of working with things. What I can say is that I do feel that trying to really feel your reactions to some outer influence is a key component to changing your emotional state. Only when I'm really conscious about my behavior can I do something with it. So this, I feel right now, is most important, becoming aware of unloving behaviors. And yeah, I think that's it for now. For me, the purpose of this video is just to demonstrate that the body and spirit really are one, and that I believe the body to be a very accurate representation of someone's emotional state. So do what you will with it. If you have any opinions about this, I would like to know. Maybe you have a different opinion, that would be great. Then we can discuss it a bit. You can leave a comment. If you feel this has been interesting, you can like it. If you feel I am interesting, you can subscribe. And if not, I will see you in the next one. Morph well and be well.